Can a single port reshape a nation's destiny? In Somaliland, a $350 million investment by DP World is more than concrete and cranes. It's a bold bet on recognition and survival. The transformation of Berbera Port is igniting hope for millions, offering a lifeline to a country long ignored by the world. This isn't just about shipping containers. It's about national identity and economic lifeblood. State-of-the-art infrastructure is rising from the dust, signaling Somaliland's ambition to join global trade. But with hope comes risk. Berbera sits at a geopolitical crossroads, where local aspirations clash with international law. The port's success could shift the region's future, making Somaliland impossible to ignore. As ships dock and cranes move, the world is watching. Will this project force a diplomatic breakthrough? The fate of a nation is now tied to the fortunes of its revitalized port. The stakes have never been higher. In geopolitics, location is power, and Berbera's is unmatched. Perched on the Gulf of Aden, near the Bab el-Mandeb Strait, Berbera sits astride one of the world's busiest shipping lanes. For centuries, its potential was stifled by instability and isolation. DP World saw what others missed. A gateway to Ethiopia, Africa's most populous landlocked nation. Ethiopia's dependence on Djibouti for sea access is a vulnerability. Berbera offers a vital alternative. The port's deep natural harbor and room for expansion make it a unique asset. DP World's vision extends beyond the docks, envisioning a logistics and manufacturing hub for the entire Horn of Africa. Geography gives Berbera leverage, but politics complicate the equation. By unlocking Berbera's potential, DP World aims to redraw the region's economic map. The opportunity is enormous, but the challenges are just as great. Geography alone won't solve everything. Somaliland is a nation in all but name, governing itself since 1991, with its own institutions and relative stability. Yet, not a single country officially recognizes its independence. Locked out of global institutions, Somaliland's achievements go largely unseen. This diplomatic limbo frustrates a people who've built peace in a turbulent region. The Berbera Port project is more than economics. It's a political statement, a crack in the wall of isolation. DP World's investment brings legitimacy that decades of lobbying could not. In Hargeisa, hope is rising that economic progress will force the world to acknowledge Somaliland's reality. Every container moved is a step toward recognition. The port is a beacon for a nation determined to prove itself. Somaliland's dream to turn economic success into diplomatic acceptance. DP World's Berbera strategy is a masterclass in leveraging geography for profit and influence. As one of the world's largest port operators, DP World integrates strategic locations into a global logistics network. Their $350 million investment is transforming Berbera with new quays, cranes, and expanded capacity. The project includes the Berbera Corridor, a modern highway linking the port to Ethiopia. A world-class port is useless without efficient inland connections. This road is crucial. The Berbera Economic Zone aims to attract foreign companies and create a thriving commercial ecosystem. DP World isn't just building a terminal, they're creating an economic gateway for the Horn of Africa. For Somaliland, this partnership brings expertise, technology, and global connections. The DP World brand lends credibility that could change Somaliland's fortunes. In today's world, ports are levers of power, not just trade. The Berbera investment is a classic case of port politics, where business, strategy, and diplomacy collide. For the UAE, Berbera is a strategic outpost in the Red Sea corridor, part of a broader push to secure influence from Egypt to Somaliland. The port deal, once tied to a UAE military base, is about more than commerce. It's about shaping regional alliances. By investing in Berbera, The UAE and DP World create dependencies and partnerships that extend far beyond trade. Ethiopia's growing reliance on Berbera draws it closer to Somaliland and the UAE, shifting the regional balance. For Somaliland, the port is a magnet for engagement, forcing others to take notice. The cranes in Berbera are lifting more than containers. They're shifting the region's power dynamics. This fusion of commercial ambition and geopolitical strategy makes Berbera a potential game changer and a flashpoint. Berbera's rise has sent ripples across the Horn of Africa. Ethiopia, desperate for sea access, sees the port as a strategic lifeline and took a stake in the project. The new Berbera corridor offers Ethiopia a way to break Djibouti's monopoly and diversify its trade routes. But not everyone is pleased. Somalia's government in Mogadishu condemned the deal as a violation of its sovereignty. Djibouti, too, faces a new rival for Ethiopian cargo, threatening its economic dominance. The competition between Berbera and Djibouti is fierce, adding tension to an already complex region. The port has forged new alliances, Somaliland, Ethiopia, and the UAE, while deepening rifts with Somalia and Djibouti. Berbera is now a focal point for both hope and anxiety. Its success could drive regional integration, but it also risks inflaming old disputes. The Horn of Africa's future is being shaped on Berbera's docks. Can economic development force the world to recognize Somaliland? The new port has created thousands of jobs and sparked a boom in logistics and services. Foreign currency from trade is funding schools and hospitals, transforming daily life. DP World's presence signals stability, attracting more investors and boosting Somaliland's credibility. As the economy grows, ignoring Somaliland becomes harder for the international community. Yet political recognition remains elusive. Many fear setting a precedent for secession elsewhere in Africa. Still, a prosperous, stable Somaliland is making a compelling case for itself. The port stands as a symbol of Somaliland's aspirations to build its future through trade, not just diplomacy. This is a high-stakes wager that economic relevance will lead to political acceptance. Whether this gamble pays off is uncertain. But Berbera now stands as a beacon of hope and a test of whether markets can trump politics.